Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video it's about variadic functions in C. So let me start with this example over here. Simple function arguments which returns integer, and the first argument, the first parameter of the function is this constant char pointer to fmt named fmt. And here are the parameters that are variadic, so it's not known how many of them are here. It's initialized the arguments list for this one, then with a for loop starting the arguments, this one, and this pointer until it is the terminate symbol, just increase by one the pointer fmt. Then for each argument over here from the list, access this macros, access the next argument and its type here is integer, and store the integer inside the number. And I here print the argument character and the number, and here end the traversal of the arguments. Here it is basic usage of argument. Here is the format and then the parameters, so 6 of them. It could be 9, it could be whatever number, and must match the number of characters over here. So here another function, the example usage for the variadic function. Here I store the arguments, I get the length of the pointer fmt, and because I want to store triangle locations, here length should be divisible by 3, and store in the heap locations, which for each location there are 3 variables x, y, z for the locations, and I divided by 3 because here we have 3 locations, and the length, which should be 3, 6, 9 or something that is divisible by 3. Tracking for each location, index for the location, and the same thing, just passing the start for the arguments until it's reached the terminate symbol. Increase the pointer, here track pointer for each of 3 locations, and in case 1 store x in this location, in case 2 y, and in case 3 z, and just for each next argument of type double, store it in x, y, and z, and if the track reached 3, reset and move to the next 3 locations of the allocated heap memory, the first one, second, third, and so on, to track the indexing for this array. And then printing the locations, and simple usage with a lot of arguments, first time so much arguments, and should be divisible by 3. Oh, let's see the result. Here for the first function, the argument, character, and then numbers, locations, first triangle, and their location for the x, y, z. And I think it's pretty convenient because it could be used for many things and stored for another shapes, rectangles, cubes, whatever, and just to organize the parameters to match your criteria, requirements, and so on. there is another macros that I didn't use, the copy. So let's say here copy and destination and source for var list, and you can declare var list arguments 1 and var list argument 2, and just to copy the first one into the second one. So I missed this macros here in this function, triangle locations. I missed to end the traversal of the arguments. It's the same result, but it just I need to end the traversal of the arguments. And when you make copy before a few variadic argument lists, after the end of the traversal of the first list, you can use the copy of the second for another purposes. That's all for this video. If you have some questions, suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. Until next time, bye bye.